Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we are going to start collecting Conquest, the Last Argument of Kings by Parabellum Wargames. And today, we're going to take a look at the Old Dominion and their one-player starter set and how we can use this box set to start our army. As always, we're going to take a look at the contents of the box set, talk a little bit about all the units inside it, before having a look at some other units we can use to expand upon this initial purchase. We'll then finally finish off the video with a little sample 1000-point army list for you to use as some inspiration for starting your own Old Dominion army for Conquest, the Last Argument of Kings. And so, to begin with, first of all, we have a Strategos in this box set as our character option. Now, the Strategos is pretty decent. 4 attacks there with 5 wounds, defense 2 with shield, so +1 defense if fighting in the front arc. It's also got Terrifying 1, which is just a common thing we get with a bunch of Old Dominion. We are undead. Animate Vessel is another cool rule where all regiments and character stands in the army with the Animate Vessel rule gain Terrifying 1. As we've already talked about, we've got and may not perform the Inspire action. However, regiments will receive the benefit of inspiration from a successful charge or any other ability that would generate inspiration. A character stand with Animate Vessel does not confer the resolve characteristic to the regiment they are attached to. However, regiments with this special rule can still be broken and shattered as normal, but they never have to take morale or resolve tests either. So, some really cool stuff in there. Now, you've got Glimmers of a Golden Age as your Supremacy ability, where the army may reach the Dark Empowerment Tier 4 as described in the Empowerment section of the rules for the army. This Supremacy ability is always considered to be active, and in addition, once per battle, a Strategos can activate their Supremacy ability, and until the end of the round, all friendly regiments in the army count the current Empowerment tier as 1 tier higher, and each friendly regiment may perform a free additional reform or combat reform action during the activation. So he truly is a really fantastic leader for your force. He's also got Turn the Tide as the draw event, where effectively you can activate another unit near him. Now we then have 12 Thanoi. Now these are a really cool unit. First of all, they have the Bodyguards rule. When this regiment has a character stand attached to it, it does not become broken as a result of the character stand refusing a duel as they're his personal bodyguards. They've got 6 attacks per stand as well at Clash 2. Flurry in there for some rerolls, and the Unstoppable rule as well, where they can reroll failed charges. Now, they've also got the Memories of Old counter-attack, where during an enemy regiment's clash action performed against this regiment, each unmodified defense roll of a 1 causes 1 hit to the active enemy regiment, so they can effectively do some hits back. Next up, we have a dual kit, which is the Legionnaires and Praetorian Guard. Legionnaires are generally always going to be a mainstay troop, and Praetorian Guard do flip between whether they are mainstay or whether they are restricted, depending on what character option you've got. But first of all, we have the Legionnaires. Now, the Legionnaires are a baseline unit. They've got shield support 2 in there. 4 attacks, clash 2 on their stand, defense 1, so they're defense 2 when you're fighting that front arc. They've also got the Phalanx, Memories of Old, which is really nice, where the regiment can count its defense as 1 higher. Pretty similar to some other armies where they get that bonus for the Phalanx. Now, Praetorian Guard, on the other hand, they're a medium infantry unit. Shields, they don't have any support, but they do have 5 attacks per stand at Clash 2. And then they've got Memories of Old Bastion, where they will gain +X defense, which is Bastion 1, so +1 defense. So really nice, solid line units there. Lastly, for this box set, we have a unit of Cataphractoi. These are our cavalry. They're a medium cavalry unit, though they do hit pretty hard. Brutal Impact 2 with Impact 3. Shields there to give them Defense 4 in their front arc. 5 attacks per stand at Clash of 2. They have Memories of Old Shock and Impact +1, so it can be really, really devastating on the charge. Also, we would like to thank Parabellum for sponsoring the channel with Conquest, the Last Argument of Kings and Conquest First Blood. If you'd like to help the channel, you can do so by supporting us by going and using our affiliate code to get 10% off your orders on the Parabellum e-store. The code here on the screen will get you the said discount, CFGCONQ5. Go and get yourself 10% off and help the channel continue to make more and more Conquest content. Now, looking at where we can go next for this force, another character is definitely where you want to go after these initial box sets, as you'll need to start expanding onto another retinue. And the one I like to bring is the Archimandra. The Archimandra is a priest at level 6. You've got Devout there as rule, where when a regiment with a special rule is the target of a priest exits spellcasting action, one failed spellcasting dice is automatically made into a success, which can be really, really fun. And you've got a variety of different spells. First of all, you have Azalea's Touch, where you can heal your friendly units. Dark Immolation is a ability where you can give out Aura of Death plus X. Blasphemous Power, you can target a friendly regiment and they'll counter effects of the dark power tier that affect them as one higher. Or Unholy Baptism, where you can target an enemy regiment and these will generate some hits per success, and they'll also have the armor piercing rule as well. You only have the Supremacy ability, Scholar of the Profane, where this character stand can perform 2 spellcasting actions each round. This character stand cannot attempt to cast the same spell more than once, however, as you would expect. Now, next up, we have the Keras and Moroi. These are a dual kit, and the Keras are light infantry and generally mainstay units. So these are something that you can bring in with the Archimandra. They're actually a priest, which is really fun. The regiment or character stand can perform spellcasting action during its activation, and X is the stand's magic value, what's really cool. So they'll have a priest +1 per stand thanks to their memories of old, so they'll generally get better as the game goes on. You've got Drain Will and Insanity. Insanity will do some nice damage, and Drain will have the spellcaster score between 1 to 4 successes and reduce your enemy's defense. So a really nice little combination of powers there. Now, the Moroi, on the other hand, are generally more a restricted unit, still a light unit. 6 attacks per stand is really nice. Immolation and Translocation are their 2 spellcasting actions. Translocation allows them to perform some additional marches, and Immolation is just some Aura of Death damage dealing. Other than that, you've got Fluid Formation and Aura of Death 2 as standard, which can be really nice. And they've also got Cleave when they start getting their memories of old. Now, lastly, we have the Fallen Divinity, which is a light monster, and if this is included in your force, it has to be a warlord, but it can also be in a force and doesn't actually have to have any regiments in its particular warband, which is really cool. Now, this thing will generally get better as the game goes on. Tier 1, it'll have Blessed, Cleave 1, Harden 1, Impact 4, where you start to see it go up as your sort of tiers of your army will increase. You know, going up to tier 3, this thing has Impact 5 with 12 attacks at Clash 4, Volley 4, Cleave 3, Harden 2, Blessed, Tenacious. You know, it'll become an absolute monster of a beast as your sort of powers go up for your force. And so here we have our sample army. Now, obviously, Old Dominion here, and we've gone for our Warlord to be our Strategos. In their warband, we've got the unit of 3 Athanoi with the Standard Bearer, and then the Legionnaires here, we've actually given them the Icon Bearer, which is one of their upgrades they can take. Icon Bearers are really fun. What they're going to do is a command stone with this officer must always be the last stand removed as a casualty, and when this officer is removed, you gain an additional power token for your force. So this can help sort of power up the rest of our army if these units ever get removed. We've then got the 3 Cataphractoi rounding out the Strategos' warband. Now we've bring in the Archimandra, and we've gone for the Devoted to Azalea, where they can reroll successful results of 6 when performing spellcasting. So really some nice additional benefits there. We've got 3 Keras were brought into the force, and then we have 3 Legionnaires because we do need to include a warband that our character can join in their own warband. This will be 3 units of Legionnaires here with an Icon Bearer as well, rounding us out at perfect 1,000 points. If you've got some ideas though on how you want to expand your Old Dominion force from this initial box set, or for anyone else that wants to expand, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. And so that's the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment letting us know what you enjoyed about the video down in the comments below. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here at Sinful Gaming, we have a Discord server, which is linked down in the video's description for you to come join. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel, link down in the video's description as well are the best ways to help support the channel. This can either be by grabbing some merch from our Teespring or Ko-fi stores, or by grabbing some product from one of our many channel sponsors, which are linked down in the video's description as well, like Baron of Dice. Or you can join our Patreon or YouTube members, the best ways to help support the channel. If you do so, you'll get a fantastic little shout out at the end of the video, like all these amazing people, our Patreons: Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lyle, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Cure Dynamic, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Benjamin Swallows, Red Martin, Iron Grinch, Colorblind Magic, Grimskull, Andy C, and our YouTube members Green Rich Gaming, Ronya, Lockloric, the Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, Davis Weir, James Tillman, Gargamel196, Disco, and John Castle. Special thank you to all of you for helping support the channel and your continual support, and a massive special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel, and for everyone who helps make the channel do what it's able to do, whether that's coming on for battle reports or indeed the amazing people that help run our Discord and live streams as well. Thank you all once again for your support. Stay safe everyone, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.